I'm going to line them up next.
Oh, these are.
Yes.
Okay.
In this.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
No, that's okay. Okay. So
Okay.
we'll find out.
Should I just?
Yes. Whatever. Because I'll line up set in order. No, that's okay. No problem.
Whenever we need to purchase anything through our school, we usually have to request it because we do not have a set-aside music budget at our school for any of our programs at any of our middle schools or high school. So when we typically need something, we need to request it, and if that request gets approved, it normally takes about 6 to 8 months to see any turnaround on those objects or materials that we request. And obviously some of our students can't really afford some of the basic instrument supplies like reeds, strings, and things like that. So you can probably see how that turnaround time doesn't really work for students needing necessary things to perform and be a great musician. We also really do not run any fundraisers because due to the area and the socioeconomic situation, that is also an additional strain on our families. So this fundraiser concert and the work of Musicians for Hope is just such an amazing thing for our school and that we'll be able to see in so many ways. Some of the things that we're planning on doing is offering some scholarships to one of the field trips that we provide every year. We take a trip every year to go to Music in the Parks, which is where the students get a performance opportunity, and they also get a small clinic and some judges' comments, which is great for them to expand their musical horizons. And then after that, we go and spend the day in the Six Flags Great America theme park, which clearly they enjoy. But again, most of the students, the cost can deter their family from wanting to go to that, so we're really, really grateful to be able to offer some more opportunities and scholarships through that field trip.
We both wanted to thank you for your donations this evening. With these donations, we are able to purchase extra instrument supplies for students that cannot afford them on their own.
We are excited to have extra reeds and strings so that our fellow classmates can continue to play their instrument and be the best musicians that we can be.
Thank you again. It means the world to us.
I wanted to thank you for your donations to our music program. We're going to buy a harmony director, which is the latest technology to help musicians play more in tune, help with rhythmic accuracy, and help with intonation. Think of a really, really, really fancy keyboard. I am excited that because of these donations, we are able to take our music program to the next level. Thank you again.
When I first was picking my instrument, I wanted to play the drums because I was always interested in the background beat and the music I listened to. Because of your generosity, we are able to purchase a brand new percussion storage cabinet. This is going to help us be able to get a better place to store everything so nothing gets lost. I am so excited to get to use this new equipment, so thank you again for your generosity.
I really just want you guys to understand that this is probably going to be the biggest impact that our program has ever seen in the time that we've had a music program. And I'm really thankful that we're able to provide some really cool experiences for our students. Thank you.
What an inspiring night of music. You can see the power of music to change people's lives, not just the musicians who are playing, but all of us who had the privilege of listening. We're very grateful for this opportunity tonight. These young men and women are so incredibly masterful with their instruments, and it's incredible to see that kind of excellence at such a young age. I think it's incredible the way these young people have gotten together to help raise money for this middle school so that they can have their own musical program. And you can see how much music means to them that they're willing to do that.
We recently had the pleasure of hosting Musicians for Hope in our space, and I can't say enough wonderful things about the initiative. All of the young people involved are of the utmost talent, and we are so appreciative and supportive of the work that they do. I know myself included in this, we are very blessed to have grown up in school districts with really robust and well-funded programs and know the difference that those sorts of programs can make. And so to be able to host a group that their express purpose is to help programs in the Chicago area that may not have the experience so many of us relied on as young musicians is really very special. So we're very thankful to the group. It's a wonderful afternoon, and we can't recommend hosting them or seeing them enough.
They just gave a very inspiring fundraising concert, and it's just so wonderful to see these students and just inspiring students do so much for the community, giving back as musicians to schools that need some help with their music departments, and I think they're doing a wonderful job, and I'm so proud of them, and please come and support them whenever you can. Thank you so much.
partnering with Musicians for Hope in a very, very special way today.
These young people are so exceptional. They have formed Musicians for Hope, a nonprofit dedicated to raising funds and awareness for underfunded music programs in school. That might sound familiar to you listeners. It's run by young classical artists from Chicagoland who believe in the power of music to inspire and uplift and really transform lives. They're accomplished musicians who understand the value of music education and the essential role in developing young minds. So stay tuned for their next concert at musiciansforhope.net. Now, today, thanks to this special Bach to School challenge from Musicians for Hope, these inspiring young people are going to ask that you donate to WFMT. We will match it. WFMT will send music resources to 8 underfunded schools in Chicago through the Bach to School program.
Hello, welcome to the Spring 2026 Tune the Future concert, a fundraising concert series hosted by Musicians for Hope. My name is Edie Park, and I'm the Executive Director of Musicians for Hope. I'm joined by Ava Hirschl, the Director of Marketing and Communications, Oliver Ma, the Director of Development, Vivian Hirschl, the Director of Programs and Events, and Ingrid Updegraff, the Director of Community Outreach. Thank you all so much for coming or watching us through the live stream. Musicians for Hope is a nonprofit organization founded in 2023 by students from the Music Institute of Chicago Academy, Matthew Hahn, Jan Vargas Nedvetsky, and Simon Updegraff, and myself, to support underfunded music programs in elementary and middle schools in the Chicago area. Since its inauguration, thanks to our generous supporters, we have raised over $56,000 to support 18 schools, including some through partnership with WFMT's Bach to School program. We have had a great partnership with WFMT since 2024. Roger White, the head of WFMT's Programming and Operations, is here tonight in the audience, so thank you.
This year, in addition to distributing musical instruments and educational resources to schools in need, Musicians for Hope launched a mentorship program in collaboration with the Chicago Center for Music Education to build meaningful relationships with younger musicians. My sister Vivian and I participated in violin group classes by leading warm-ups and helping the students learn group pieces. We each also worked one-on-one with students as practice buddies with their solo repertoire. I would like to thank the Chicago Center for Music Education for their warm welcome and partnership over the past year, and a special thank you to Ms. Janice Lee for supporting and trusting us with her students.
What brought us together is our common musical experiences and belief in the transformative power of music. I'm sure many, if not all of you, have had moments of music healing and bringing joy into your life. For me, music is a way to connect with the world and with wonderful people. I met my best friends, Ava and Vivian Hirschl, at a music camp when we were 7, 8, and 9 years old, and since then, we have been calling each other family. I met Oliver at another music camp where we were in a piano trio together, and that was one of the best chamber experiences I've had. Ingrid here is a good friend of mine at the Academy, and she is also the sister of Simon, who will perform Mendelssohn with me and Ingrid later tonight. The most meaningful relationships I have were the ones made through music. Music also brought us all together tonight.
While we are grateful for the dedication of our parents and teachers that enable our amazing musical education, we are aware that not everyone has that opportunity. Unfortunately, art and music programs are often among the first in schools to experience budget cuts. That is why we gather here tonight to ask for your support. With this fundraising concert, we hope to expand access to music education, strengthen our community, and uplift younger generations through their musical experiences.
Your generous support tonight will help provide music resources for the schools in need through 98.7 WFMT's Bach to School program, and also will benefit Music Institute's Third Coast Strings program, a tuition-free Suzuki program for cello, violin, and viola. You will hear more about the Third Coast Strings soon from Bianca de Villa do Prado, Evanston Program Coordinator. So with that, let's get the show started. Please welcome Third Coast Strings.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Musicians for Hope, for having us here this evening for such a special event. My name is Bianca da Vila do Prado, and I'm the coordinator of the Third Coast Suzuki Strings Cello Program. We started this initiative exactly 4 years ago in the little classroom behind St. Nicholas Church here in Evanston with 15 students and 2 faculty. Some of the children you were hearing tonight were there from the very first day and are still part of our beautiful program. We currently have 4 teachers and 36 cello students from ages 4 to 17 who take tuition-free weekly lessons and attend Suzuki group classes here in Evanston campus. Instruments are provided by Vivian Hirschl at no cost. In these 4 years, I could witness the power music has to change lives. These families have helped me build a wonderful musical community that goes far beyond music lessons. We have supported each other in so many ways, and I know these collaborations are teaching these young artists that together we can do things better and with much more joy. I feel so honored for the opportunity to guide these little hands and hearts from the beginning of their musical journeys, and I know that they will continue to do amazing things. Each week they come to music lessons, and I can see how much they have been developing in terms of confidence, tone, and technique. But more importantly, I can see them growing to be kind, hardworking, and compassionate humans. That is the greatest gift we can give to these children, and each of you here tonight can be a part of their journey. Every Saturday, they fill this campus with their joy of sharing music with friends. I keep hearing from staff members and fellow teachers about how much life these families bring to our school, and I can't help but smile. They are just the sweetest students. I would love to thank all the Third Coast families for their unconditional support to their children's music education and for the beautiful friendships we have fostered. You all have been like a family to me, and I will be forever grateful for your love and support in every step of the way. I would also like to thank Emily Abraham for creating this program, Vivian Hirschl for providing these beautiful cellos you just heard, and all the donors who have continuously helped us thrive. People like you can ensure that these amazing young musicians can continue to spread joy and hope through their music for the years to come. Thank you again for your support and generosity.
Before we begin the raffle, I'd like to give thanks to our donors for supporting Musicians for Hope. Thank you to Torino, Seaman Violins, Culvers, the Northbrook Symphony Orchestra, Needs and Wants Bakery, and Lumalnatis. The first raffle we will pick is for the Northbrook Symphony Orchestra tickets, which are 2 sets of 4 tickets. We have Yumi Han. Next, we have Sophia G. The next raffle is for $150 to Seaman Violins, and this is to Walt Bussey. And the next one we will have is $25 to Lumalnatis, which is to John Schultz. Next, we have 3 Culver's vouchers, which will be for Dorita M. Clare, Yana, and to Nancy Rogers. Next, we have 2 Torino gift cards, which is for Lyndon and Jim Denton, I think. Sorry. And next we have a gift card for Needs and Wants Bakery in Skokie for Erica Lee. And finally, we have a 1-hour free piano lesson with Tim Ma, which was my accompanist, and it is for Tully Gaspard.
Raffle winners, please come find us after the concert to pick up your prize. Please stick around for the reception in the lobby. That concludes tonight's event, but you can still contribute. If you're watching the live stream, you can donate by scanning the QR code on the screen or go to our website, www.musiciansforhope.net. Thank you so much again for coming or watching us from wherever you are. Third Coast Strings and Musicians for Hope members, please come to the stage for group photos before heading out to the reception. Good night.